Hey guys, Mark Lyon here, Lion Horses. Today I got a little tip for your trailering, and this is prepping for your horse. Now, prepping's been in the news a little bit lately, last few years, and I don't really consider myself a prepper, although I tend to be prepared for most events, and so I don't like getting caught unawares, and so I like to be prepared for things. And so this is what I do for my horse ration, emergency horse ration stuff. So I have a couple of 5-gallon buckets. I normally keep 2 of them in the trailer, and they provide enough feed for my horse for a couple of feedings, depending on how much they're normally getting. But they're a really nutrient dense feed. So what I have is these are some, I think the company's called Gamma Ray or something like that, but they're a lid that screws on. They've got a little O-ring in there that keeps it fresh. And so I have a couple of gallon bags full of my horse's normal feed ration, and the rest of the bucket is filled with alfalfa pellets, just regular alfalfa pellets. And that gives me enough roughage and enough grain for my horse for a day or two in case I got stuck on the road. Sometimes we'll hit a blizzard or something, or a storm, or some other thing that you need to kind of just stay for a day or two. Other times maybe your trailer blows a tire and you can't get it fixed right away, or something happens, your truck breaks down, and you are going to be stuck for an extra day or two. And if you don't have enough food, that's a problem. And so sometimes it's just a little overnight deal. And like most of the time it's just the road's closed or something like that. So I like having enough feed for my horse for at least one day, and I like to have 2 days. And so what I do is I rotate this every 6 months. I use it, I refill them, I stick them back into storage. And so it stays out of the way. Like I say, it doesn't take up a lot of room. Normally 1 5-gallon bucket for a horse is enough and works pretty good. Now I also carry some water. I normally carry a 5-gallon bucket with a plastic bag inside it filled with water, and then I just tie it up, put the lid on it, and it gives me 5 gallons of water. I also have the water that I have in my holding tank for the potable water for my trailer. And so I'm gonna actually show you a little video on why I like that for traveling with horses. I'll link it right up here in the corner so you guys can see that, and it'll be kind of helpful for you if you want to check that one out at the end of the video. So like I say, this tip is just something that, you know, you're probably not gonna maybe think about it until you have a problem. And like I say, I've had my truck break down once before, and I always, you know, have some extra hay and grain and stuff on there, so it's not a really big deal. But a lot of times when you guys are traveling somewhere, you're just gonna go on that trip, and when you get there, they're gonna have hay and stuff for you, so you're not thinking about having a bunch of hay. Maybe you are just going somewhere to ride for whatever and get stuck. So like I say, I like having a little bit of hay and grain on board, so just in case something were to happen, I have that ready, kind of an emergency ration. And sometimes you know, maybe you just run out of grain or run out of hay or something at the barn, or whatever happens, you have a little extra in your trailer. You can just go, oh, I got that spare 3 days of stuff already there. So comes in a pinch. So anyway, just hopefully a little tip to help you with your horses, especially when you're traveling. You never know what's going to happen. It's hard to foresee what could happen while we're out there. So remember, be safe. Remember, we're all trying to be the person our horse deserves.